It is June 1st, 2022. We just had a big rain and I'm here to play with basically whomever shows up. For now they're just leaving. This gives me the opportunity to introduce the treat of my choice. The reason why these cookies are so smart is because they don't contain any sugars. It's basically a byproduct of hemp hearts. They hold the hemp hearts and whatever material is produced in the process is pressed into these little pellets that I break up into little treats. They're very dry, but horses really like them. They don't contain any sugars, don't have any preservatives or anything bad in them. It's just a very healthy and fibrous snack, and you can't overfeed. So that's what's in my pouch. I'll put a link to the website. Oh, hi, Cisco. Thank you for showing up. You are one dirty boy. You can see here that Cisco is very confident with the whip, but Max over there is immediately skeptical. What a good boy. I'm training two horses at the same time right now. This seems to be about Cisco, but Max is in the background and he chose to walk away because he's not as, he's not as confident as this boy. At this point, this is my third session. I did two sessions a couple of days ago, one before lunch and one after lunch. I will link those videos to this video. You can find them in the description box and maybe even as end screens. Okay, so here he moved. I'm not going to treat him for that. Here I clicked before he moved. What I was asking of him was just stand there patiently as I fling my whip around. And what I am asking at this point is completely arbitrary. It is not about the performance. It is about creating communication and trust. Trust in me and trust in whatever I am holding, including this whip. What a good boy. So here I clicked and treated for him just standing still while I was walking around him swinging my whip. Good boy. Here he moved a little bit. I am not going to make him wrong, but I'm also not going to make him right by clicking and treating for it, because at this point, what I want to establish is if the whip is not directed at you, if the energy of the whip even if that energy gets really intense, is not directed at you, then I just want you to stand there quietly. Has nothing to do with you. The energy is not about you. I work with volunteers only. I don't want to force a horse or make him do something because it's not about the performance. At this point, what I am asking for is completely arbitrary. It's not about the performance. The performance is just a way to establish trust, mutual respect, and communication. What a good lad. What a good boy. I hope I clicked just before he moved, otherwise I taught him something that I didn't want. Good. Good. The energy of my whip is not directed at him, so I'm asking him to just ignore it. Which he is not doing right now, which is fine. I don't click and treat for it. That's all. And I'll wait until he comes back. And if he doesn't come back, that's fine too, because I work with volunteers only. And it builds trust that I am willing to let him go. Horses explore their world through approach and retreat. And if they feel safe to retreat, they will also feel safe to approach again. I am here specifically for Cisco, for the simple reason that I fell in love with him. And I will play with whomever shows up. I hope I clicked just before he moved. Good lad. You are a good boy. So now that I have established that if the whip is not directed at you, you can just stay put, don't do anything, just stand there. I'm now going to switch it up and I'm going to direct the energy of the whip towards him with a request behind it. And the request is just to move forward off my whip. It's that simple. What a good lad. Good. Good. What a good lad. Very good. The request was move forward off my whip, and he did. That's what I clicked and treated for. The duration of his moving forward was secondary. It was slightly uncontrolled. He first went like, what do you want, what do you want? And then when I asked him to move forward, he kind of scooted, but I took it anyway because it was a move forward. I want to share a comment that a friend left, someone that has been following my YouTube channels. I have several for a while now, and who has been very engaging, and he left a very insightful comment. Hi David! So good to see you back, Anime, with this series of lovely new clips. As always, your words resonate with truth at more than one level. For example, what you say about relationships isn't only true for horses, but for us humans too. David, you are spot on, because what I actually am about is communication. This guy is a volunteer. He doesn't need to be with me. He's not dependent on these treats. There is plenty to eat here. No mugging. No mugging. It's not self-serve. Good. You wait patiently for the treat. Good.